So I fly a lot for my work. I know the safety in-flight briefing backwards. In fact, once I was on an SAA flight where I am a very frequent traveler. The lady up front had laryngitis. She couldn't do the briefing. She asked if I would stand in her stead. I said, sure. I did the briefing perfectly. In fact, I was so good, if they weren't strapped in by the time I finished, I would have gotten a standing ovation. I flew Kalula for the first time a bunch of years back. It was like a whole new experience. If you have flown Kalula, you know that you have not flown until you have flown Kalula. The lady up front said things like, ladies and gentlemen, to fasten your seatbelt, you insert the flat metal clip into the buckle until it makes a loud click. She said, if you can't do that unsupervised, you should probably not be on this flight alone. I knew it was going to be fun at that point, and I started making notes. She said, ladies and gentlemen, this is a smoke-free flight, although I can't speak for the engines, she said. That was the week after the nationwide aeroplane lost an engine. She said, there is no smoking in the toilets. We have smoke detectors in the toilets. If you smoke there, it's going to siren and we're going to kick you out. She said, at Kalula, because we try harder, we also have video cameras in the toilets. For the captain's entertainment, she said. She said, we sell videos. Nobody used the toilet? At the end of the flight, I couldn't help myself. I went up, I said, what was the story with the toilet? She said, the toilet was out of order. She says, ladies and gentlemen, underneath your seat there is a life vest. I remind you that it was probably made by the lowest bidder. She said, if we crash into the sea, typically they say in the event of an unscheduled water landing. She understood the irony of that, okay? She said, if we crash into the sea, you are all going to die. She said, but we need to clear the aisle while we are busy going down. So the life vest is there for you to keep yourself busy in those last few minutes. She showed how to put it on. Then she said that to inflate it, you blow on this little tube. And then she pointed out that there was a light on it that would flash at night. Her observation was that it might attract sharks. I figured I was going to cover mine up. She said, in the unlikely event that you survive, they are not going to come and look for you. She said, that thing that you see on the news with the aeroplane circling, it's a rerun. It doesn't happen, she said. She said, if you do survive after about 2 weeks, she says, you will start going down. To re-inflate your vest, blow here. She said, you will know that you are busy going down, that your vest needs re-inflating, because the water level will seem to rise. Which she said has nothing to do with global warming. She then did my favorite part. She said, in the event of decompression, a little mask will pop from the panel above you. Place it firmly over your nose and mouth and proceed to breathe normally. If you're traveling with another passenger who needs help, attach your own mask first before helping the other passenger. Typically the line goes on, if you're traveling with a child, attach your own mask first and then help your child. But the lady at Kalula gave this a bit of a twist. She said, if you're traveling with your child, attach your own mask first, then help your child. And if you're traveling with 2 children, attach your own mask first and then decide which one you love most. You see, there's a reason they tell you to attach your own mask first. They've sort of figured out that if you're not busy breathing, you can't be of help to other people. They figured out that you need to breathe before you can help other people. And so I wonder why it is in life that we don't sort out some of our own stuff first before we focus on fixing other people. We're so focused on what's broken in other people that we're so busy trying to fix how they behave and how they should change rather than to ask, what is it that we can change? What is it that we can do better? Who of you live with other people at the place where you live? Who of you live with teenagers in the place where you live? Who of you want the towels to be picked up? Do you want a tip? Pick them up. No, seriously. You see, we are so busy trying to get people to be the way we want them to be so that they can fit in with how we wanted them to be, that I sometimes wonder, why bother with other people? Why not just be by yourself and you can have it all to yourself? Who of you are in relationships that are important to you? I bet that most of them are good. But I want to ask you, who of you are in relationships that you want to be even better? You want to know how? Change. Stop waiting for them to change. Stop wanting them to change the things that irritate you. Change the things that need to change. Change them so much that you compensate for them not changing. And if you don't want to be like that, it's okay. Stay the way you are. But a year from now, I'll come back and do my Dr. Phil impersonation. And I'll say to you, so how's that working for you? Attach your own oxygen mask first. Breathe. And then meddle with other people's business.